What's up, guys? How we doing today? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Today we're going to talk about an intelligence agency IT specialist charged with attempting to provide classified information to a foreign government. That's what we're going to talk about today. Should be fun. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay. An IT specialist employed by the Defense Intelligence Agency was arrested Thursday and charged with attempting to provide classified information to a friendly foreign government, the Justice Department announced. And this article is coming from ABC, by the way, ABC News, by the way. It's one it's all over. I could have got this from any article, but this is the one that ABC is. The FBI said it began an investigation into 28-year-old Nathan Latch in March after receiving a tip. He offered to provide classified information to a foreign government because according to the tipster, Latch did not agree or align with the values of this administration and was willing to share completed intelligence products, some unprocessed intelligence, and other assorted classified documents. So basically, you're willing to throw your country under the bus just because you don't like the president. You're willing to basically, like I said, throw our country under the bus. You're willing to turn your back on the entire country just because you don't like one person in the country. You know, we didn't like Biden, but there may have been some bad apples, but there's more bad apples on the left than there is on the right because it's, we've got a few, but they've got a lot. So the foreign country Latch is accused of trying to contact is not identified in court documents. It's not identified in court documents. So basically that means we don't know if it was a friendly nation or not. It could have been one of our enemies. Yeah, so what if it was like Iran or China or Russia or something like that? Most likely it was something like Ukraine or something, but who knows? I mean, it could have been any country, and maybe they're just saying that it was a friendly nation. Why would a friendly nation need our information anyway? But anyway, let's keep going. In communication with an undercover agent with the FBI posing as an emissary of the foreign country, Latch is alleged to have transcribed classified information into a notepad at his desk over 3 days period that he told the agent he was ready to provide. So obviously you gotta be careful with what you're doing over there because it is an intelligence agency, so you can't just share the information. So they probably have very strict what comes in that building and what goes out of that building. So you have to kind of hide it. So he's hiding it in his sock, and I'm ready to share it. Video from the inside of the facility where Latch worked shows him writing multiple pages of notes, which he folded into squares and hid in his socks, according to an affidavit filed in the U.S. District Court of Eastern District of Virginia. So yeah, he's hiding it in his socks. He's writing it down, and then he's folding them up and putting them in his socks. Because apparently you can get away with doing stuff like that. But I mean, you've got cameras on you. You know you're going to get caught. I mean, really, you know you're going to get caught. What are you trying to get caught? Are you trying to make a statement now? You're trying to look at me. I did something about it. I'm doing something. You're doing something. You're throwing our country under the bus just because you don't like somebody. I don't know what that. I don't think it's treason. I think it's more on the espionage category, which is still potentially punishable by at least life in prison, or up to life in prison, and or even the death penalty. You could get put to death for this. And you're willing to do that. You're willing to throw your country under the bus because you don't like somebody, and you're willing to basically die over it. Another DIA employee saw Latch placing multiple notebook pages in the bottom of his lunchbox, according to an affidavit. The FBI then conducted an operation on May 1st in which Latch agreed to drop the classified information via thumb drive at a designated spot in a public park in Northern Virginia, according to the charging documents. The drive allegedly contained information that was designated to be both secret and top secret classified levels. Latch contacted the agent roughly a week later after he said he was interested in citizenship to the unnamed country because he did not expect things to improve in the long term, according to the documents. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get out. He was trying to, you let me be a citizen of that country. That way he can potentially get off scot-free. Well, I'm no longer a citizen there, so you can't do anything to me, or I don't know. But he was, again, I would call it treason. It's not treason because treason is during wartime, but it's not wartime, but it's basically the same thing. You're giving top secret information to another country. That's bad enough. It doesn't necessarily matter if it's wartime or not. It could potentially create wartime. It could potentially give that country an advantage during wartime. So says to me it should all be the same level. It should all be treason. But, that's just me. Latch again then allegedly attempted to prepare classified information to provide the agent in an operation earlier Thursday. He arrived at a location in Northern Virginia where he was taken into custody, according to the documents. Latch's arrest comes amid broader concern amongst current and former intelligence officers that individuals with access to high-level classified information may use the current moment of disarray and consternation, whatever that word is, in the intel community to try and sell information to foreign governments for profit. Selling out our country for a profit. Sounds like something the left would do. Sell out our country for a profit. Yeah. Sounds exactly like how the left is. Latch was also hired by the Defense Intelligence Agency in August 2019, most recently worked as a data scientist and IT specialist for information security in the agent's Insider Threat Division. Insider Threat Division. They hired him in the Insider Threat Division. Sounds to me like he is an insider threat. Online court records do not yet list an attorney for Latch. So, that's the article. Basically, he's trying to sell out our country for profits. He's trying to sell top secret classified information to another country for some sort of profit. He may not be for a profit, but it sounds like they need to seriously investigate some. And you know what I think they need to do? And this is just coming from me. I think they need to make an example out of these people. The left might think it's martyrdom, but we need to make an example. You do this, this is what's going to happen to you. And eventually people are going to, I don't want that. Because what does the country do with, what do they do with traitors? With treasonous acts, with what are they what is it what are they supposed to do with that? I think they need to make an example. I really do. I think it's not something that should be taken lightly. And I don't know, they might get off for 15 years because it was attempted, because they didn't actually give it to the other country, but he was clearly willing to. And an IT, or not an IT, well, he was just an IT worker, but an intelligence agency got outsmarted by the FBI, which is also an intelligence agency. But yeah, this guy's supposed to have high level of clearance to be able to know what some of this top secret information is, and he got outsmarted by the FBI. I mean, that sounds like something you'd hear on, like, on Facebook or on some of these social medias where a pedo is trying to get a hold of a 15-year-old and they're posing as somebody else. It's like, really, you fell for that? I mean, I don't even fall for that, and I don't work for no intelligence agency, and I don't fall for anything like that. My kids are smarter than that. They don't fall for that. I've taught my kids well that they're not going to fall for that. And you work for an intelligence agency, and you got outsmarted by the FBI? Ugh. Whatever. But yeah, I think they need to make an example out of these people. I think they should, fullest extent, say, hey, look, we can do this. We can go up to life in prison, or up to, let's do it. Let's give them the maximum. Show people that we're not messing around anymore. This administration's in here to clean house, and he needs to clean house. And cleaning house that's how you're going to do it. Show them you're not willing. Show them that that's unacceptable. That's just me. I'm not, I don't, certain things I don't go with that, but on stuff like that, you're selling out the entire country because of your hate for one person that's going to be gone in 4 years anyway. We had to deal with the Bidens for 4 years, which there's a bunch about that we could talk about too, but that's a different rabbit hole. But anyway, that's all I got on that one. They need to make an example out of these people. Tell them that we're not messing around. We voted Trump in for a reason. And he's been trying. He's been getting a lot of pushback from these not unelected judges that think they're president and not him, that think they have more authority as president than the president does because they were appointed judges. They weren't even elected. So it's like, and they're not Supreme Court either. They're district court judges. But anyway, enough of that. World's getting stupid. As you can see, there's stupid people out there. There's violent criminals. Stay strapped. Carry a weapon. The most legal thing you can carry. The most effective tool that you can carry legally. Of course, we all prefer firearms, but if you legally can't, it's on you if you do, but carry the most effective thing you can carry legally, and stay aware. Always be aware of your surroundings, because you never know what could happen anytime. Like I said, the country and this world's getting crazy, and it's up to you to protect yourself, because no one's going to save you. No one's coming to help you, and they're criminalizing it. They're making these laws to help criminals. So, like I said, stay alert, stay aware. Do the YouTube stuff down below. There's links to my other channels if you want to help support the channel. There's links down below. But anyway, do the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, share, comment, even if you want. Appreciate y'all. Love you. See you in the next one.